My name is Arabella. I am 33 years old. I live in a small house with my husband Robert and our daughter Cecilia. Cecilia is 7 years old. We have lived together as a happy family for 10 years. Every morning we eat breakfast together. Every night, we read stories to Cecilia before she sleeps. On weekends, we bake cookies in the kitchen. Cecilia wears her little apron and helps me mix the dough. Robert plays cheerful songs on his guitar while we bake. Our home feels warm, safe, and full of love. I trust Robert completely. I believe he is my best friend and my life partner. But one evening, everything changed. It was a Friday night. Robert was invited to his best friend's birthday party. I was not feeling well that day. I had a small cold and felt tired. So, I stayed at home to rest. I told Robert, "Go enjoy the party. I will stay here and take care of myself." Robert kissed my forehead, smiled, and left for the party. At the party, something happened that I did not know about. His ex-girlfriend was also at the party. Robert did not tell me she would be there. There was music, laughter, and drinks. People talked and danced. The drinks made Robert feel weak and not clear. His ex-girlfriend came close to him. They started talking. She smiled at him. Then she kissed him. Robert was drunk and confused. He did not stop her. For a few seconds he kissed her back. The next morning Robert sat in the kitchen. He looked pale, nervous, and sad. I made him a cup of tea. I noticed his face and asked him, "Robert, what is wrong?" My heart started beating fast. I felt something was not right. He looked down and said, "Arabella, I need to tell you something." My hands started shaking. My chest felt tight. I waited for him to speak. Robert said, "Last night I made a mistake. I kissed my ex-girlfriend. I was drunk. I didn't plan it. She came close, and I did not stop her. It just happened. I am very sorry. Please forgive me." I could not believe his words. My world broke in that moment. My trust was broken. The man I loved and trusted kissed another woman. My heart felt like it was breaking into pieces. My eyes filled with tears. I stood up quickly. I shouted at him, "You betrayed me." Robert tried to explain. He said, "It was only one kiss. It meant nothing. I love you. Please, don't let this one mistake destroy our family." But his words did not stop my pain. I cried. I shouted more. My emotions were too strong. I said loudly, "Get out of this house." I packed his bag, opened the door, and told him to leave. Before we got married, I bought this house. It is my house, so I had the right to ask him to leave. Cecilia was not at home. She was staying with my parents that weekend. I was thankful she did not see our fight. I did not want her to feel scared or sad. After Robert left, I sat alone in the living room. The house felt so quiet. I looked at the family photos on the wall. There were pictures from our wedding, from Cecilia's first birthday, from our happy vacations. My heart hurt even more when I saw them. How could one kiss destroy so many years of happiness? Robert started calling me many times. He sent me messages every day. His words were full of regret and sadness. He wrote, "Please, Arabella, I love you. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I need you. I need Cecilia. Please give me one more chance." But I did not answer. I needed time. My heart was not ready to speak to him. A few days later, his mother called me. She spoke softly and said, "Arabella, dear, please listen to me. All men make mistakes. My husband made mistakes too, but I forgave him. You should forgive Robert. He loves you very much." I listened to her, but I answered firmly, "This is not about one mistake. This is about trust. How can I sleep beside a man who kissed another woman? I deserve respect and honesty." She sighed and said, "But think about Cecilia. A child needs her father. She will be sad without him." I said, "Cecilia can still see her father. I will not stop that, but I cannot stay married to a man who broke my trust." Some people said I was too serious. Others said I should forgive him because everyone makes mistakes. But I did not want to live in pain. I believe love is not enough without trust. Robert broke that trust the moment he kissed another woman. Now I live alone with Cecilia. The house is quiet. I am not happy, but I am calm. There are no more lies. There are no more fights. There are no more sleepless nights filled with tears. My heart still hurts, but my mind is clear. I made the right decision for myself and for my daughter. Days passed slowly after Robert left. Every morning, I woke up and made breakfast for Cecilia. She always smiled at me and said, "Good morning, Mommy." Her smile gave me strength to continue. Even though my heart was still in pain, I tried my best to stay strong for my daughter. We started to do new things together. I wanted Cecilia to feel happy and safe. We planted flowers in our small garden. She loved to water them every morning. She talked to the flowers and called them her happy friends. Seeing her enjoy the simple things made me feel peaceful, even for a short time. One day, I signed Cecilia up for a children's dance class. She was very excited. She wore her pink dress and small dance shoes. Every week, I took her to the class and watched her dance with other children. I sat quietly in the back of the room. I smiled when I saw her spinning and laughing, but inside my heart still felt heavy. I wanted to protect Cecilia from all pain. I wanted her life to stay full of joy and innocence. But I knew I could not always protect her from everything. The pain I was feeling inside was something I never wanted her to experience. Meanwhile, Robert did not give up. He kept trying to contact me. Every day, he sent me messages. He called me many times. Sometimes, he sent me letters written by hand. In those letters, he said how sorry he was. He wrote, "Arabella, I love you. I know I made a terrible mistake. I think about you and Cecilia every day. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. Please give me one more chance." Robert also joined a support group for people who wanted to stop drinking alcohol. He told me that he has stopped drinking completely. In every message he promised, "I am changing. Please believe me. I want to be a better man, a better husband, and a better father." His words touched my heart, but the pain inside me was still strong. I could not forget what he did. My mind was full of many thoughts. I remembered how kind Robert was in the past. When I was pregnant with Cecilia, he always took care of me. He came with me to every doctor's visit. When Cecilia was born, he stayed awake many nights to care for her. When I was sick, he made me soup and held my hand. He supported me when I lost my job. He had been my best friend for many years. But then, my heart whispered, "He kissed another woman. He broke your trust." The memory of that night felt like a sharp knife in my heart. Even though I still loved him, I could not forget the pain he caused. One afternoon, Cecilia sat next to me with a piece of paper. She said, "Mommy, I made something for Daddy." She gave me the paper. On it, she had written with her small, careful handwriting, "Dear Daddy, I love you. Mommy is sad. Please say sorry again. Love, Cecilia." When I read her words, my eyes filled with tears, my hands were shaking, my heart was breaking again. I hugged Cecilia tightly and kissed her head. I did not know how to explain everything to her. She was too young to understand the full truth. A few days later, Robert's mother called me again. She said softly, "Arabella, you are strong. But life is short. Robert truly loves you. He knows he made a mistake, and he is trying hard to fix it." I listened to her words, but I answered gently, "I know he is trying. I see his efforts. But forgiveness is not something I can give easily. My heart is still hurting. I need time. I need to heal." Weeks turned into months. Time passed slowly, but Robert continued to show his love and care. He never missed a chance to see Cecilia. He picked her up from school, brought her to the park, and bought her favorite ice cream. He always brought her small gifts, like her favorite storybooks or pretty hair clips. He read stories to her, helped her with her homework, and told her funny bedtime tales. I watched them from a distance. I saw how happy Cecilia was when she was with her father. My heart felt both happy and sad at the same time. Robert was a wonderful father. That was something I could never deny. But I still question if he could ever be a good husband again. Sometimes, late at night, I lay in my bed and thought deeply. I asked myself the same questions again and again. Could I ever trust him again? Could I forget that kiss? Was love enough to heal my broken heart? My heart was full of love, but also full of fear. I knew that I had to make the right decision not only for myself, but also for Cecilia. She deserved to grow up seeing a healthy, strong, and respectful love. I did not want her to believe that love meant accepting pain. I wanted her to know that love should bring peace and trust, not hurt and betrayal. Even though my heart still loved Robert, I also needed to protect my own heart. I needed to stay strong. Every day was a new struggle inside me between love, pain, hope, and fear. 1 year passed since Robert left the house. Life was different, but Cecilia and I slowly found our new routine. Every morning, we ate breakfast together. Every evening, we read stories before bed. On weekends, we visited the park, played games, and planted more flowers in our little garden. The house felt calm and peaceful. Cecilia grew taller. She learned to read new books and danced happily at her dance class. Sometimes, she drew pictures of our family. Often, she included Robert in her drawings. I could see that deep inside her little heart, she still wished for our family to be together again. Robert never stopped trying. He never missed a weekend visit with Cecilia. Every Saturday, he came to pick her up. They went to the park, to the zoo, or to her favorite ice cream shop. Robert always brought her small gifts. Sometimes, it was a new storybook. Other times, it was a colorful hair clip or a small toy she loved. After each visit, he brought her home on time. He was always gentle, respectful, and kind. He never tried to force me to talk to him. He never pressured me to forgive him. But I saw his eyes each time he looked at me. His eyes were full of sadness, hope, and love. During that year, Robert made many changes in his life. He completely stopped drinking. He continued going to his support group every week. He read books about relationships, trust, and forgiveness. He joined a local volunteer group and started helping children at an orphanage every weekend. He spent his free time doing kind things for others. He worked hard at his job and lived a simple life. I saw all these changes from a distance. I knew he was trying hard to become a better man. Not only for me, but for himself, for Cecilia, and for his future. One sunny afternoon, Robert arrived a little earlier than usual. Cecilia was still dancing outside, playing with her doll. Robert helped me clean some leaves in the garden. The warm sun made everything feel peaceful. After finishing, he looked at me gently and said, "Arabella, may I speak with you?" I nodded my head. My heart started to beat a little faster. He spoke softly. "I miss being your husband. I miss our family. I know I made the biggest mistake of my life. I hurt you deeply. I broke your trust. But every day since that night I have worked to change. I wanted to prove that I can be better. I never stopped loving you, Arabella. I always will." His voice was calm but filled with emotion. I looked into his eyes. They were tired but honest. I saw his pain, his regret, and his love. He was not the same man from 1 year ago. He was stronger, more humble, and more sincere. My mind was full of memories. I remembered our wedding day, Cecilia's birth, the nights we spent taking care of our baby, the vacations we enjoyed together. I also remembered the night my heart was broken, the tears I cried, and the long months of sadness. At that moment, I looked at Cecilia. She was running under the sun, laughing, full of joy. Her laughter sounded like music in the air. My heart felt full. I closed my eyes for a moment and listened to my own feelings. I took a deep breath and spoke gently. "Robert, I forgive you. And I want us to be a family again, not because I am weak, but because I am strong enough to give you a second chance. I see your change. I believe in your efforts. I believe you truly want to be a better husband and father." Tears filled Robert's eyes. He carefully took my hands in his and whispered, "Thank you, Arabella. I promise with all my heart I will never hurt you again." At that moment, Cecilia saw us holding hands. She ran over quickly with a big smile on her face. "Mommy, Daddy, are you happy now?" she asked excitedly. I smiled and looked at Robert. "Yes, sweetheart," I said softly. "We are happy. We are a family again." That evening, we sat together, reading stories to Cecilia. Our hearts felt lighter. The house felt warm again. Our family was not perfect, but it was real, honest, and filled with love. We had learned that mistakes can hurt, but true love, hard work, and real change can heal even deep wounds. Sometimes in life, people make mistakes. But if they are truly sorry and they work hard to change, love can return. Hearts can heal. Families can find their way back to happiness. It takes courage, patience, and trust. And when that happens, the love becomes even stronger than before. After everything, Arabella's life showed us a beautiful journey of pain, love, and healing. In the beginning, Arabella lived a happy life with Robert and their daughter Cecilia. Their small home was filled with love, laughter, and simple joys. Arabella trusted Robert completely. She believed they would always stay together. But one night, everything changed. Robert made a terrible mistake. He kissed his ex-girlfriend at a party while he was drunk. When he told Arabella, her heart broke. She was deeply hurt. She cried, shouted, and asked him to leave the house. Robert left, and Arabella chose to live alone with Cecilia. Even though she still loved Robert, she could not forgive him at that moment. Trust was broken, and love without trust was not enough. During this hard time, Arabella stayed strong for her daughter. She created a peaceful life for Cecilia. They planted flowers, joined dance classes, and built happy moments together. Robert never gave up. He kept calling, writing letters, and showing his regret. He joined support groups, stopped drinking, and worked hard to change himself. He also spent time with Cecilia, always being a loving father. Arabella struggled inside. She remembered the happy memories but could not forget the pain. Her heart was full of questions. Could she trust him again? Was love strong enough to heal her broken heart? Slowly, she saw Robert's real change. He became a better man. He showed respect, patience, and honesty. After 1 year, Robert spoke to Arabella again. He asked for a second chance. This time, Arabella listened to her heart. She saw his true efforts. She forgave him, not because she was weak, but because she was strong. She chose to rebuild their family with new trust and love. The story of Arabella teaches us that trust is very important in any relationship. When trust is broken, it takes time, real change, and true effort to rebuild it. Love can survive difficult times if both people work hard to heal and grow. Congratulations! You have now listened to the full story and practiced your English. Your listening and understanding skills are improving every day. Now, here is a small question for you. What helped Arabella forgive Robert? Because Robert gave expensive gifts. B. Because Robert showed real change and respect. Please write your answer A or B in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to our channel. Your support gives us more motivation to create good content to help you learn English. Also, if you wish, you can donate to support the channel. In the beginning, it is very hard for us to produce high-quality free content, but we work hard because we want to help you learn. Thank you so much.